The ribs for me has been the worst pain that I've ever felt. But when I speak to people that have had it done, they say the same thing. Randy Couture had to miss competition. See, something happened in a bar. A girl was attacked, which meant that guy's now going to have to deal with Randy. Well, it turned out that guy had 3 friends. That wasn't enough. They should have had more. But the guy got to a car. So now it's Randy versus the guy in the car, a fight that Randy accepted. So now Randy is holding on to the windshield of a car that is moving and can't see through Randy's body and wrecks into a phone pole, which throws Randy into it, and he gets hustled out. Rib goes through his lung, and he should have died. As anybody that rides on the hood of a car that wrecks into a phone pole should do.
Sure.
I share that whole story because everything that could be wrong was wrong. And the only part he talks about is the ribs. Oh my goodness, my ribs. And I've just shared that same one. There's a couple of things you could do. Break a rib, but you could also just break or tear rather the cartilage around a rib. That's all that I did, but my God, Mike, it hurt so bad. And when I was at the doctor, it hurt more at the doctor's because here's what he told me. He was explaining to me that you've got this cartilage and that's what keeps the rib in place. And it's going to continue to hurt until those nerve ends rub on each other and die. Once they die, the pain will go away. But there was something about him saying that. Like right there. It's just, I was like, oh God, they got to rub on each other until they die. And he's like, it could take up to 8 months. And it did. I will tell you, it happened in the Pac-10 finals for me, but we had the Nationals 2 weeks later. And I will tell you, I tried, but it hurt real bad. It really hurts bad with everything. Just taking a breath of air, that's where your ribs come in. And yes, when Kevin Holland went and told his coaches, I hurt my rib, I actually grimaced where I was. I grimaced because I was having flashbacks. And yeah, man, I've got to defend him. He would have gone on. By the way, the coach made absolutely the right decision because you are not coming back from that.
No. It was a wince situation. I got to tell you that when you think of the worst pain you've ever had, right, you'll remember it very clearly. It's like Randy, speaking of Randy, he had told me that story actually about the bar situation and the accident. And then if you remember, when Randy had a heart attack, essentially, this was a few years ago. And the big story was that he had a heart attack and he walked himself to the hospital or whatever.
Yep.
Because he's so tough, obviously. But I remember him telling me the story and him saying when it happened, he goes, I thought I had popped a rib. He said it was just that painful. So looking back, yeah, every time somebody talks about this pop rib situation, it's extreme. For me, the worst pain I've ever felt, 2 things. Okay. One of them is normal and the other one is insane. Okay. So we'll start with the normal one. I had a kidney stone. Bro. For 12 hours in the emergency room, I repeated the sentence, I'm dying. I'm just dying, baby. You don't understand. I'm dying. To my wife, I'm dying. I'm really going to die. I need you to understand that I'm dying and you need to take care of the dogs.
Yes,
I was convinced that I was dying. There's no other, it just messes with you to the point the pain is so bad that you really think there's no way my body can survive this. That was the normal one. The abnormal one was Fresh Prince 1995, I believe. And we were shooting at the Playboy Mansion.
Tough life you got there, Soch. That's a tough life, my friend.
That's a real tough one. I'm like, and now the writers aren't supposed to be on set when you're on location. And Will said, well, we're going to need at least a couple of writers there. And I'm like, choose me. And he picked one of the female writers, which was a very smart decision because Will's smart like that. And then he said, all right, and Soch. And I go, yeah, I'll go. If you want me to go, I'll go. And somebody's got to do it.
Sure, you got to help out.
Of course. I got to be there. So the morning comes, Chael, where we're about to go to the Playboy Mansion. And I'm in the shower, and I'm so excited. Now, you got to remember, Chael, these days, we got internet, and there's stuff available everywhere. Back then, you had Playboy magazine. You know what I mean? There wasn't too much. I mean, internet was there, but it was sort of like still crawling phase. And Playboy was a big thing. And the mansion, the lore of the Playboy Mansion was massive.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I'm going to see the grotto. Hef is in the show. He had a role. So excited. I got so excited that I put Neutrogena liquid soap on a thing, put it on my face. And I was just so excited. I opened my eyes to do something. Bro, it's the worst pain I've ever felt. That is this close to the passing the kidney stone.
Really?
Yes. It was this orange-colored liquid face wash by Neutrogena, and it was holy hell. To the point where I said, I'm not going to the mansion, okay? But I toughed it out, Chael. That's a warrior.
That is a work. Can we go back to, so when this Neutrogena's in your, I know the product is why I'm at.
Yeah.
When it's in your eye, could you just rinse it out with water and it goes away? Like it was a pain, but it was a quick pain. Or did it stay with you?
Nope. Super intense. Washing it out, putting water all the way in and open my eye and throwing it in there. It started to dissipate, but it didn't go away fully. Like I came out of the shower, my eye it looked inhuman. It was beet red. And I just couldn't get it right.
No, that sounds terrible. That sounds terrible and very painful, by the way.
Crazy, but that was the most pain I've ever felt. And that Kevin Holland situation, with the minute he went down, I didn't know what happened, but I knew he was in serious pain. And you could tell by the way he was talking to his cornermen that he was basically saying, I cannot go on, but he wouldn't have said it himself. So I'm glad that they kind of threw in the towel on that one and stopped the fight. Very smart for the coaches.